Hey you guys, what's up? This is the Anime Blaze coming to you with an anime review. And today I've been waiting for a long time to review this show, and I have a good reason to. The name of this show is Elfen Lied. Now, I'm gonna stop you right there. Uh, Before we get started, um, just to give you guys a heads up, Elfen Lied is a very graphic and notorious show uh, released by ADV Films 2005. They re-released it a number of times. The first one was Thin Pack, I think. First, another one they released like a full box kind of thing. Another one they released it like this, but on a spindles, which a lot of people didn't like. So they re-released it another time again with the thin packs, but different design on it. So, with that being said, out of the way, let's get started with the actual review. Now, Elfen Lied revolves around this teenage girl who named Lucy, who is a mutated human who is called a Diclonius. Now, the Diclonius are very different from human beings, the typical human beings, especially with the point of that they have these horns on their head. They're more or less resembling like I guess like more a lot like cat is in a way. Um, but they have she basically starts off with her escaping this really secret facility where they basically keep all the Diclonians there and I guess in a way torture them. No, they don't forget experimenting. The humans pretty much see the Diclonius as a threat. Not too many people actually know about the Diclonius, but uh, they are mostly seen as a threat to society, and nobody wants them, so they lock them up in this facility where they torture them and do all this crazy messed up stuff. Um, I'm going to read something from Wikipedia really quickly about the show. Common themes about the show are social alienation, identity, prejudice, revenge, abuse, jealousy, regret, and the value of humanity. A lot of that, especially revenge. Now, the main, I guess you could say one of the main characters, Lucy is you can see where she's coming from. Well, they don't reveal it until later on in the show. Uh, they really don't reveal it till later on. But the thing with her is that when they do the flashbacks and you see what she had to do to survive and where she came from with all this stuff, you can see why she wants revenge against humanity, why she wants to kill every single human in the world. It's more or less some people. It's more or less some people say it's in her DNA to do so, but it's more or less driven by her personal reasons for doing that, for wanting to do that. Um, Another thing for me, the thing I like about the show is that the way I could describe it, this is what I told you guys about earlier, or earlier on in some of my other videos, that I said I was going to use a phrase to describe the show. The only real possible way that I can use to describe Elfen Lied is either a beautiful tragedy or an innocent tragedy. The Lucy, she gets while she's trying to escape, she gets hit in the back of the head with a I think it was a 50 caliber sniper rifle bullet, armor piercing round, and it basically knocks her out. But when she wakes up on the beach, she has split personality disorder basically. So her her real personality, the cold-blooded killer Lucy, is still there, but second to that is Mew, which is like this innocent girl who really doesn't know any more, really doesn't know any better, that kind of thing. And a lot of people say, "Oh, this is just some kind of stupid thing. It doesn't make any sense." The show takes cheap shots at your emotion a little bit, but to me, this thing makes sense with it. Uh, you can't help but feel sorry for her a little bit. Lucy, she really does want to kill humanity in a way, but she really wants to try to escape it. And the only real way that she can somewhat blend into society and actually somewhat live a normal life is by reverting to new, which she doesn't do on purpose. It's more or less by accident. Uh, New doesn't have that dark history or past that Lucy has, and it just makes you feel sad because Lucy has that whole life behind her and everything. She can't really go anywhere. The only escape that she has is through New, her split personality. And to me, I can't help but feel sorry for her in a way. Um, there's the dub for the series. I'm gonna go into this now. The dub for it, to me, wasn't really that bad. There were a few parts where it sounded kind of scratchy or something, like kind of weird. But other than that, it really did sound okay. The soundtrack, I haven't listened to too many of the things revolving around the soundtrack, but as far as the theme song goes, that is the one of the best theme songs that I think they could have picked. Uh, it really does describe the whole thing I told you about a beautiful tragedy. They're playing this melodical, very beautiful piece of music uh, to this bloody, gory mess Lucy's making while killing these police officers, and and if you're seeing the show for the first time, your mouth might be hanging wide open just like mine, just like, whoa, what the heck is going on here? This makes no sense at all. But they do that plenty of other times throughout the series. Especially, I think it was on, I can't remember what episode it was, but especially you'll just be, let's just say it was one episode where uh, one of the main characters, Coda, decides that what's best for you is to leave her with someone. And while going on, they reveal a lot of stuff. I'm not going to go into that part. But Lucy awakens. Okay, that happens. And then you won't believe what happens. They'll be having a normal conversation, and then out of the blue, something just. It's like the ending of the episode that'll leave your mouth hanging wide open, like, whoa, what the heck? And you'll have to replay that last few seconds of it just to see what happened with that guy. I'll give you a hint, she was having a conversation with a college professor. So if you're looking for that episode, look for that. It's at the ending. It was very, very weird. So, oh yeah, one more thing before I decide to close out this review. The ending previews for the next episodes were excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't know who the person was who did those ending voice acting things, like on the next time on Elfen Lied, that kind of thing. But whoever he was, he did a really good job with that. I thought that was pretty cool. It added to the dramatic and melodramatic and very, very sad tone of the storyline that they had going on there. So for me, Elfen Lied gets about an average score of, I guess, a B plus. It's not. It doesn't get an A plus because it certainly isn't the best anime show out there. Some people say, "Oh, it's just fan service and nudity and all this stuff," but to me, the nudity doesn't actually play into this. I mean, to me, in anime, it's like this. You can have an anime show that just has it there, and it doesn't mean anything. It's just there for no reason, apparently. But then there's other anime shows where it actually happens to be there for an actual explanation. Like Elfen Lied, she was in a laboratory, and they basically didn't think of her as a human, which automatically makes sense. So why would she need those kinds of things that a human actually needs? But all in all, Elfen Lied gets a B plus in my book. It's a very good anime show, awesome soundtrack, very good storyline to me anyway. The manga was different from the anime from what I've seen and read. And honestly, guys, just check out this series. You have to check it out. Uh, you might feel yourselves getting like tugging at the strings a little bit, but that's normal for this show. So with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze ending my anime review for Elfen Lied. I'll probably won't be back onto YouTube in a while making videos maybe. I'm probably going to be more focused on my experiment that I had that I had going on. I'm still trying to do. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to get on track with that a little bit. So I'll see you guys later.